God. God, okay. Alright, man. Note to self, whenever we get to a new dungeon, maybe grind to the next like maybe grind to the next like multiple of 5. So, you know, like 25, 20, you know. 25, 30, 35, you know how it is.
Works for me. That's so.
Shall we?
Do it, Saizo.
Sounds good to me. Lowest kill
That's
streak
it,
by
Melody.
drinks?
You don't have to tell him good night.
Let me see.
Take him down, Arrow.
Appreciate the advice.
You must be hungry.
They just had to get in the way.
They did. I can come off Makami now. Almighty. Ooh, alright. Lovely. 2 at that, not even 1. Okay, so we can swap off Makami. Let's go on Raptor, fuck it. And everyone else is on dudes that still need levels. Alright.
So this is the hideout Fig tracked down, huh? Looks pretty deserted, though.
Might have escaped while we were dealing with Kaburagi.
Gotta say, though, this looks less like a fugitive's den and more like a lab.
I'm looking at the pictures on the side.
A lot of files here.
There's pictures of Fig,
Academic
Melody, Ringo,
Historical records, demon
a
analysis.
lot of Arrow, and 1 dead
Ooh.
Saizo.
You, might want to see this.
Did you find something, Sai? What is this?
What the?
This is a map. Covered in pictures of Arrow. Do you know what this is about?
No, no idea. I'm as lost as you are.
These places marked with your pictures. Any of them look familiar?
Now that you say it, yeah, they're all places I've been. But hold on. That makes it seem like Mangetsu's been following me. For a while now, too.
Yeah, that's about what this looks like.
So what? Arrow got himself a stalker now?
I have no idea what's going on.
Someone's got a crush.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry?
Well, no judgment here, Arrow. Love finds a way. If you take a chance on him, I'll be rooting for you. They call me the Cupid of Karakacho, you know. You just hit me up if you need a wingman.
Is that why your girlfriend got you killed?
Look.
Alright, I get it. But seriously, there's gotta be a good reason for all this, right?
Right. Mangetsu was researching the Covenants, as well as personally bearing one himself. Arrow likewise infiltrated the Phantom Society while searching for those same Covenants. Even if they never met, it would make sense that he'd be keeping tabs on Arrow, especially since they were both with Yatagarasu. Except...
He was definitely tracking him beyond professional monitoring. This looks more like obsession.
For now, we should check around for some more clues. If Mangetsu is continuing his research here, then we're bound to find some more evidence besides reference files.
Hey, how about this? It looks handwritten to me.
A journal. But something's weird about the way he writes. Fig, can you check this out?
Yes, there's definitely a certain bias in the word choice. This is probably some kind of cipher. If we ask Flamma for a decryption, She could probably brute force it.
Let me see. I think this is a Yatagarasu code, actually. I can't read it, but I think I know who can.
Would they even help us?
Yeah, as long as we're okay with explaining everything. It's one of my contacts from Yatagarasu.
What do you think, Fig?
I don't see any more practical options. I guess we'll have to look to Yatagarasu for assistance.
Doesn't matter to me. Just let me know what we decide.
Guess it's settled then. But can probably wait until tomorrow. We've been through a lot, and I could use the rest of the day.
We fucking have. I am dying.
No argument here.
I am fucking
Let's
dying.
head back and take a breather.
Oh my god. Ah. Just, my god.
Incoming!
Oh, man. Fuck you, goddamn Kaburaki.
Now we can relax.
You bitch. You actual bitch. Why am I going this way and not the normal way? I don't know. I just decided to do it this way.
Good work, everyone. Even if we didn't find Mangetsu himself, I think that was a fruitful expedition.
A little creepy seeing the arrow shrine, though.
For now, how about some dinner? You guys have barely eaten since you died, right?
We've prepared some food.
Holy hell, lady! Did you order the sumo special? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm starving here.
How many people could this feed?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to dramatically reveal a load of pizza.
Understandable.
And we are the hosts here. We couldn't simply have the table looking empty.
I don't care much for oily foods.
You're an adult, and you'll deal with it. Okay, everyone, let's dig in. Wait, where's Arrow?
Did he walk off somewhere?
I'm gonna go check on him.
He'll be fine. He's not some lost kid. Don't you think the guy's got a lot on his mind right now?
No, I'm gonna go look for him. I'm the leader, so I'm taking responsibility here.
Who made you the leader? Well, better you than me.
Oh, and hey, don't eat all the pizza without me.
Be careful, Ringo.
My soul is crushed. My body
Arrow.
hurts.
Good to see you.
Hey, Hughes. Can I get two of the usual?
Where's Kaburagi? He not around today?
No. Not today.
Cheers.
I know I won, but don't worry about it. It's on me today.
Oh, really? You sure you don't mind?
Hey!
Thanks. Down the hatch.
Oh, this girl. This girl, I love her. She's great. Is she down there all in one? Is she down there all in one?
What's up?
Oh, it's nothing.
The answer is no. But it damn well seemed like it. That was look at these twigs.
Arrow?
Thanks, Ringo.
Thanks. What'd I do? And what's so funny?
If not for you, I probably would have sat here and wallowed in self-pity.
Oh. Well, you're welcome.
for the drink, Hughes. Money's on the counter.
Oh, hey, wait! I came here to pick you up. Don't leave me.
Alright, well, we got a boatload of goddamn hangout events to do. Items? You sell items? Hang on, you sell items? Sir?
What'll it be today?
Oh,
Do I have that right? Thanks.
alright.
Till next
Fair enough. Anyway,
Welcome.
we got a bunch of goddamn events to sit through. Let's go!
Say,
Yeah, say Arrow, do you know Tara over in Monse Realm? That girl that runs their comp shop.
Right.
Well, comp shop is Comp Smith. She helps me out pretty often, actually.
whoa.
Oh, so it's not just Sizo then. So you're regular of hers too?
That's right.
Yeah, there's no one as good around here. Only a natural, only natural that would go to her. Yeah, is she really that good? Good's an understatement. Comp upgrading requires a near boundless amount of knowledge and skill. You could scan the globe, and I'll bet you only find a few that will be actually capable of confidently find their way around a comp. And Tara's one of those few. He won't find a replacement for her just like that.
Didn't expect that.
Oh, that much praise at her age? She must be some kind of genius then.
No.
Yeah, she's not just talented though. Talent alone isn't enough to earn someone's respect. Yeah, we're not that nice. What do you mean?
Did you know?
Well, Tara's actually the second owner of that shop. The previous owner was her father. He passed away a few years ago, and it was up to her to take over the business, and from then on, the shop was barely scraping by for a while after that.
I'm curious.
Were people worried that she wouldn't live up to her dad's name?
Well,
There's that too. But when you were just a kid, you tend to be a little more easily influenced. People were worried that dark summoners would get to her. Her dad had just passed away after all. There must have been a lot of pressure on her to succeed where he left off. She overcame all that. She honed her skills, never showed any weakness, and worked like a lady possessed. Like a real professional, and nobody who met her could deny that.
I get it.
Yeah, so she earned her trust through all the work she did.
that's right.
Alright, when it comes down to it, nearly everything's about trust. Gotta know who and what to believe in, it's just the way of the world. And Tara is someone to believe in. My comp's basically more important than my life. Really? Really? So, after hearing all that, I feel like calling her Miss Tara from now on. Your comp's more important? I don't believe that, sir. Like, a comp's important and all, but like, you can't use it if you're dead. You can't use it if you're dead.
Melody.
Hey, remember that demon the other day who was big on poisons and stuff back in the shipping district?
Yes.
Alright, some sort of ghost, the Phantom of Asthma. Yeah, it was the Phantom of Miasma.
Oh.
If you say so. I typically don't bother remembering the names of my targets. So, what about him? Well, I thought we could take a key from him, use some more dirty tricks like that in our own tactics, you know. I mean, you know the type of lady who know her poisons. So I figured you might have a couple of tips for me.
Hey,
I seem like I'd know poisons. What's that? It means that you're the only one who has like real poison affinity, madam. Shut up. Literally in your stat builds. Your stats literally say you are a woman who knows of your poisons. What, you don't like them? They're a useful tool. Certainly come in handy in assassination jobs.
Yeah.
Knew it. So teach me your toxic ways. I want to know all about poisons so I can get more options in battle. I refuse. What? Why? If you shared your knowledge with the team, would have the edge in combat, right? Firstly, poisons are one of my specialities. Revealing my methods to everyone would make it harder if I have to use them against you. You do realise we're on the same team.
no.
For now. It's an alliance of convenience, nothing more.
Plus,
One more thing, poisons are not an easy medium, especially for amateurs. A single mistake handling the wrong toxin can cost you your life. Every step of the process is as crucial as it is dangerous, not just using them in battle, but mixing the reagents, method of transport. It's not a skill that you can just acquire casually, and I'm certainly not good enough a teacher to guarantee your safety.
What?
Something funny? Sounds like you're basically just worried about us. You don't want us putting ourselves in danger. Excuse me, what could possibly have given you that idea? I was only... Say what you want, but I think we are really important to you deep down, Melody. Don't worry, I get it. You're all bashful about it because you don't want it to ruin your image. Honestly, that's pretty cute. Fine, I take it back. I'll be more than happy to give you a lesson.
Care for a taste?
If you want to learn about my poison so badly, then by all means, let's give you a taste. You know what? I'll pass.
Welcome.
Ringo confirmed best SMT protagonist. I don't care.
Got a sec?
Remember the other day how Flemmer asked us to grab that comp? Yeah, what about it? Yeah, well, there's just been this tiny thing bugging me.
What's up?
Let me see.
Aeons have been hacking all kinds of terminals and databases across the world, right? So worst case scenario, they've pulled some private information from our comps too. It's definitely possible. I guess the only exceptions would be the people who have really intense security set up.
Seems nice to me.
It's not like we're going to misuse any of that data. Just think of it as like you lost a strand of hair.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh no! This isn't about my hair, lady. It's about information. Here's the thing. In my line of work, you can live or die by your information.
More like...
Having the right intel is how I make a living. Information can be a shield for me, or even a weapon against the right people. Knowing someone else, knowing someone else has that kind of dirt on me, it's like they've got a grip on my heart. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I guess that's just a difference in our perspective. Maybe different values too. The information Ion's working with is a lot more extensive than anything connected to a single human. This personal data might mean the world to you, but to Ion, it's just a single grain of sand in the desert. The significance is totally subjective.
That's Ion for ya.
The only thing that Ion is interested in would be of some broader truth about mankind or even the world. That comes from the whole massive aggregation of data. So basically it's just, you guys aren't going to sell anyone's personal information. No use for commercial purposes and all that jazz. It still doesn't exactly make you feel any better, but I guess I'll just think of it like a natural disaster, something out of my control.
Not like humans.
And, I don't expect you to understand completely. Our perspectives come from two different worlds. Honestly, I doubt that's the only difference of our values between us either. Meaning?
Just saying. But
I think our ideas of right and wrong are pretty different too. Ion doesn't care whether the undergrass suit or the Phantom Society are right or wrong. These abstracts, like law, chaos, good and evil, humans put a lot of stock in them, and they never mean much. This is a very wide thing to be saying in this S&T franchise. In a casual throwaway hangout event, we have the main character who's just like, law and chaos. Doesn't mean much, same thing really. It's like, that's a big deal. It's a big deal for in a fucking SMT game for the protagonist just in a side conversation just to go law, chaos, good and evil, same thing really, just different perspective, as though the differences are negligible. It's like that's a big deal. Put this line of dialogue in any other SMT game and they'd be like, what the fuck? What do you mean? The only reason, so that means that Ion is literally the neutral path. Ion is literally the neutral path. The only reason we had to interfere this time was because it was about to collapse the entire world. Pretty objective loss, Once we've solved this, I think Ion is just going to go back to how they used to be. No taking sides, no intervention. No idea what happened to me at that point, though.
that's it?
Just, huh? I would have thought you'd have more to say about it. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking, this is just my opinion, but I think you're kind of blowing out proportion. You want to explain that one?
Honestly?
I mean, sure, cool, congratulations. You're morally ambivalent, but I'm not that. I'm not concerned about good, and even myself. Yeah, I just worked for who was paying. It wasn't my job to save Garasu or Phantom Society. It was doing the right thing. Still isn't. I still don't really get Arrow or Melody. I don't know I don't know who's wrong or right. And frankly, I'm not interested in making that call at all. We'll never really know the whole story behind this stuff, so we just latch on the truths that we can grasp, and help each other out when we can.
Let's just take it easy.
I think the gold around the ones in the pictures means that either nothing's news unlocked. So if it's around Arrow or Sizo or Melody, I can unlock a new gate. If it's around Ringo, I think I can get a new skill. That's already how the world works. So if you ask me, having you Aeon folks in the mix isn't that big of an issue. Alright, before we do that, let me see if I'm correct in my thought process. Ringo is gold, so she should have a new skill she can get.
What do you
Yeah, I was right. There we go.
New function.
Alright, what do I want? When using skills in battle, there's a chance you won't spend MP, or when striking a weakness of electricity, an extra demon joins the stack. The MP save is fine.
That reminds me.
That's okay. Do you actually run electricity since you're, a robot? Oh, totally. With a tall glass of oil and a hot bowl full of batteries. I'm not a robot, you blockhead. I just have to keep saying it. Oh, sorry. I'll try to watch what I say. People do tell me that I can be insensitive. Too late. I'm suing you for robotic harassment. But now that I really think about it, I don't really know what my body's made of.
That's so.
Wait, you don't?
What do you desire, Ringo?
Alright. And we can't get any more. Any more of these? Nope.
What do you desire, Ringo?
Alright.
In the name of evolution.
God, after all that, she's like, I don't actually am I a robot? I know. I've not seen myself bleed. I ain't seen my bones. I could be a robot. Who knows? At this point, who knows? Fig would probably know.
Welcome.
Oh, please.
I can't believe that Makame was just acting all weak to manipulate us, and I totally fell for it. That kind of thing happens all the time. Stop whining over something so trivial is getting on my nerves. Man, nothing phases you. Don't you think that you would have... don't you think you would have handled it better than I did?
True.
True enough, I certainly wouldn't have believed him all that easy. Yeah, I figured. You probably deal with situations like that all the time. Hard to imagine anyone ever tricking you.
Idiot.
Apart from, the man who she slept with who then ordered her execution. You give me too much credit, everyone makes mistakes. What? Really? I'd love to hear a story about one of your screw-ups. No. Why should I cut my way to describe my failures to you?
Please?
Come on, please. Just one story. I'll buy you a drink. Fine, it's not a secret or anything, so if you're that intent on hearing it...
Something like this happened.
Let's see, this was when I was still fairly new to summoning, so I must have been around 16. I'd already handled a couple of assassinations, but this time my mark was a deserter, a summoner who ran away from the Phantom Society. They had you doing assassination missions at 16?
Let me be clear.
It's not unusual. Some kids in the world have guns put in their hands before they're even 10. Right, fair enough. Plus, the deserter was barely a threat. He joined around the same time I did, and his skills were far below mine anyway. Why did he run in the first place?
The Phantom Society.
Dunno, don't care. Phantom Society punishes traitors, no exceptions, that's all I needed to know. Anyway, I had him cornered soon enough, and he was right in front of me, staring down the barrel of my gun, and he said, please, I got a family. And for that one split second, I hesitated. Next thing I knew, I had a bullet in my shoulder.
I'm curious.
He tried to get you. He tried to get you with your guard down. No, it turns out he hadn't accomplished his betrayal. He'd been waiting in the shadows, biding his time until he could take the shot. And that's all of the story.
Uh,
Wait, what? It was just getting good. You can't just cut it off there. Iron Mask had been on standby, and he came to my rescue and took out both the dessert and the accomplice. Thanks to how fast they treated my bullet wound, they barely left a scar at all.
get it?
Oh, that masked gentleman swooping swooping out of the starry sky to rescue damned in distress. I can see how you two got together after you grew up.
Do you think I'm a fool?
You can cut the commentary. This is exactly what I didn't want to tell you.
It's in the past.
Anyway, that's the story of my failure. I'd completed a few completed a few missions already. Those successes had made me arrogant, complacent, weak. I will never, ever make that mistake again, apart from, RS, who killed you. But let's not worry about that. I don't know if that was a weakness, Melody. If you ask me, it sounded more like sympathy.
Can't say.
Call it what you want. It doesn't change the fact that I almost got killed, right? She do be spitting. She do be spitting.
Say,
Hey Ringo, buddy. I got an idea for you. Want to hear the pitch?
What's up?
What is it? So the safe house kind of feels empty sometimes, right? I think a little interior decorating would really do the place, or really give the place little some pizzazz. I don't know what you're getting at, but what kind of decorations do you have in mind?
well,
If you want to jazz the place up, you can't go wrong with a vintage style. Some old records, classic albums. That'd be great. Remember that broken record player that we found the other day? Yeah, it'd need fixing up. If you ask me, that'd make the place feel pretty classy. You know what else we're missing? Personal coffee cups for everyone.
I'm pretty picky when it comes to beans.
That's a very weird line to have. A very weird and specific line to have actually read out. But okay. I'm actually pretty picky when it comes to my coffee beans too. With how much I drink at home, I've noticed the expensive beans really are worth the price. So some quality hot coffee is in a classy vintage mug. That's the good stuff. It hits just right.
Say,
So are you asking me to buy all this?
Well,
No, just talking recommendations. How'd I go for a nice atmosphere? Is that so? Well, I gotta be honest, I don't really see the appeal. And newer rigs have way better sound. Newer rigs have a better sound quality, more user friendly than a record player too, and more recently made goods are always going to be cleaner. The whole concept of going out your way to buy outdated, obsolete stuff is kind of weird, don't you think? Okay, Andrew Ryan. No, not Andrew Ryan. What's the PlayStation guy? What's the Sony guy who's like, hey, backwards compatibility, that's shit. Is that Andrew Ryan? Or was Andrew Ryan Xbox? I don't remember. Whichever the name of the guy is, whatever the name of the guy is, who came out as a spokesperson for PlayStation and was like, backwards compatibility, stupid. No one wants to ever play old games. Why would anyone ever want to play anything older than PS4? Those games should not exist at the older PS4. People who play those games are lying. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean? Maybe you could think about it like this.
fashioned is a compliment.
If these styles were invented ages ago, then they're still around today. That means that they've survived a lot of competition, stylistic and natural selection. See,
How about it?
basically the times are always changing. Even then, someone clearly thought these things are worth preserving. Yeah, there's a certain charm to that, right? I guess when you look at it like that, I can kind of appreciate the idea. Yeah, see, exactly. That means that we're getting the record player fixed up, right? Just leave it to me. I know a guy.
way.
So how much is repair job going to cost again? 100,000 on the dot. Denied. Alright. Any more? Are we good? No, we're good. Alright.
Welcome.
I guess we go back to the safe house.
Alright, let's recap what we know.
Go ahead, Ringo.
We all went to the abandoned subway line in the Central District. Our mission was to find the last Covenant's bearer, Mangetsu Kuzunoha. But when we got to his hideout, all we found was his journal, and a bunch of stalkery pictures of Arrow.
And for the record, Arrow, this was totally news to you? No idea what his deal was?
Right.
It sounds like this journal might be the last lead we have. But it's been written in code with the Yatagarasu cipher, so even if it says exactly where Mangetsu is, we can't read it.
Arrow, you mentioned you know someone who could decipher his writings.
Yeah, I've already gotten in touch with him. He's like an older brother to me.
Old childhood friend, huh?
More like my teacher. In fact, I think he's an actual teacher now, over at this place called Komodori Orphanage.
You sure this is a good idea? Bringing this kind of underworld politic into an orphanage?
Don't worry. Well, a while back, he used to be an agent for Yatagarasu himself.
So he's retired. Why'd he back out?
He had his reasons.
So he's just a coward.
He's no coward. He's an elite devil summoner.
An elite who dropped out of the fight. I'd laugh if he didn't sound so pitiful.
Once a demon-slinging agent, now an orphanage worker. Makes me wonder what kind of person he is.
Don't go making his life harder, Ringo.
It'll be fine. Just bring over a box of treats or something. Butter him up a little. You can handle that, right, Fig?
I suppose I'll have to.
Thanks. So, when can we head over? You think we can do this now?
He said we're welcome anytime, so...
Yeah, let's go to the orphanage. Soul Matrix, new hangout events. Alright. Fucking rest up first. Back to the bar! Back to the bar! Let's go! More alcohol! Man, Ringo putting this shit away. Ringo putting this shit away like goddamn. You know, these drinks somehow taste better after a long day of helping people out. Spoken like a real summoner, Ringo. Gives me the warm fuzzies seeing how far you've come. Makes me proud to be your teacher. I don't recall you ever teaching me any summoner tricks.
Just take
Oh,
it.
that's just how it's done in the field. The teachers gotta be subtle. Give you the fundamentals, let you figure out the rest. Is that how it went for you, Saizo? You got your summoner lessons from some veteran?
That brings back.
Oh, he was a
memories.
mentor, but I don't know if I'd call him a veteran. He just taught me all the important stuff that goes into this work.
Sounds
A summoning mentor, huh? Sounds like there's a story there. What kind of person was he?
He's a strange
If
one.
I had to describe him in one word, it would be weird. Most summoners aren't normal, sure, but this guy was on a whole other level weirdness. I just joined with him, did a thing about summoning. He suddenly takes me to this mystic mountain flooded with spiritual power. He dumps me into this horde of demons and tells me that I gotta survive my own for 3 days. That was my first training, for God's sake.
I get it.
Must have been strict, sounds intense.
Nope.
You think that's intense? Once that mess was over, he trained me one-on-one. We trained me one-on-one with some temples in the mountains. Shaved my head, dressed me up like a monk. Wasn't even allowed to complain, but trust me, looked like a total clown. I wish I could have seen that.
On top
Sometimes he'd leave me to train alone, so he could go out and party with the ladies. Wouldn't even come back until morning some days. Oh, and there was this one time when he had me meditate under a waterfall, but he passed out and never gave me a signal to stop, so I almost died.
my hands are shaking.
Just remember, it sounds chills down my spine.
Interesting.
How do I put this? Sounds like a guy who just did whatever he wanted. A truly free spirit.
Little extreme, don't you think?
There's such a thing as being too free, if you ask me. But maybe that's why everything worked out. I guess we were kind of a good match. When it came down to it, he really was a certified top-notch summoner. He had plenty of sparring matches, and I never took him down once. So what's he doing nowadays?
Wonder what
I'm
he's
wondering that myself. I haven't gone to see him since I went independent. Well, he's probably still the same weird old summoner, but he's still helping people out and having fun doing it. Always live by your heart. That's what his teachings really boil down to. And he lived by his own words more than anyone had ever known. Live by your own heart. Yeah, it sounds like a tough motto to follow.
Right on target.
Oh yeah, everyone's got that gold shit. Rank 2. We can go to level 2 for everyone. Let's fucking go. Eventually. Maybe. New gate open for Sizo. Alright.
Welcome.
No one's saying anything. I thought a drink would loosen him up a bit, but yeesh, was I wrong? So you folks like beer? I guess easiest way to get a drink.
What?
What's so funny?
Shame.
Oh, nothing. You're perfectly entitled to your juvenile approach to drinking. Really, it's almost endearing.
Shut up.
I'm being sarcastic. Not one to mince words, are you? Oh my, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. Isn't there anything these two have in common? You guys like summer or winter?
Hey,
You guys choose between summer or winter. Which would you
I
pick?
like it.
Definitely summer. It feels great to swear out on a hot
Can we
sun.
talk?
Ever thought about switching over to winter? Maybe have a hothead like you chill out for a
What?
bit.
no fighting.
Alright, I get it. You two are polar opposites.
Only natural.
More naturally, you should have assumed something like this would happen. I have no interest in disrupting our teamwork, so I appreciate it if you left us alone. Yeah, I'm not saying you guys have to get along, but yeah, if you hate each other, you hate each other. But after all that, I'm even more determined to find something you two have in common, even if it kills me. What? Yeah, seriously, you're like fire and ice. Putting you two together is like a puzzle at this point. Kind of exciting, don't you think? Yeah, no.
Let's keep at it.
Well, whatever. The least you two try to do is play along for a bit. Give me a break. They're both like 1 point. They're both just like, yeah, 1 point. Alright. New gate for Melody. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Alright, so let's take a look at this goddamn orphanage then. We do all that Soul Matrix shit later.